Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Friday evening episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. Now, this is the premier alcohol review show here on YouTube, and as the message always goes, please drink responsibly and know your limits. It is currently 5:45 on the 29th of January 2021. I hope I'm finding you all in a good state of affairs, and if I'm not, then I hope things improve for you very, very promptly. But on to the drink of today's episode. So we're going to be taking a look at Two Hoots, which is a golden ale by Joseph Holt of Manchester. So Joseph Holt of Manchester is the brewery. The name of the ale in question is Two Hoots. So it says on the front here that it is with greater beer comes great wisdom, but we only care about the great beer. So, I mean, at least they're honest. It's a 4.2% golden ale, and it says on the back here, for over 100 years, the collective wisdom and passion of our current brewing staff has been crafted into this light, fruity golden ale, a wise choice. Founded by Joseph Holt in 1849, the brewery has remained in the family for 5 generations, and it has grown to become a leading independent brewer of traditional ales, proud to be part of Manchester's history. So yeah, it sounds like a brewery I might want to sort of visit maybe when the lockdown is over. Sorry, I'm just going to get up to get my glass of water for the palate cleansing in a minute. But yeah, I've got to say, that does sound like a nice storied little historied little brewery. So I'm interested to see what their product is like. Let me just set up the camera here. So I've got to say, I do like the clear glass bottles. I think I don't really have a problem what colour a glass bottle is, but I just like the simplicity of a clean, crisp, clear, plain glass bottle. Just you can see more clearly as well what colour the beer is, and you can see it is like a light ambery gold. So yeah, and I like the design of the label as well. Simple gold with a nice shine on it, and simple black writing to contrast it against. And the nice drawing of those two little owls there. So, yeah, I'll give that a 10 out of 10. Simple but refreshing and nice. So, let's have ourselves a witty little snifter of this to see what our first impressions are like. Oh, it's fizzed up a bit. It doesn't seem like it's too much of a hoppy sort of ale, so to speak, but we'll wait and see. So, let's give it a sniff. Funnily enough, it actually smells more like a sort of a golden lager more than a golden ale. It has this sort of wet crispness to the finish of the smell there. That's quite interesting, but I think it does smell quite nice. So yeah, it kind of smells like a cross between like a Spitfire and like a golden continental beer, weirdly enough. So it does actually smell pretty good. So I'll give it a 9. There's just something missing there just to keep it from being an absolutely pin perfect smell, but like. And I can imagine some people might not like this smell because it has that bit of an ale-y tang to it, but no, generally I think it smells really good, so yeah. Just have ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water though, of course, first, before we see what this is like. And then on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this tastes like. So, to everyone, have a great weekend, and bottoms up. It's nice. Perhaps not as nice as I was expecting it to be, but I mean, it's still good. Nothing overtly offensive. So it's got that golden ale taste. It's kind of got a similar taste actually to Banks Barley Gold, but a lot less sort of strong and a lot less sharp. It's quite a smooth flavour that's got this sort of golden metallic sort of tang to it almost. And generally it's a very smooth drinking experience. The texture's quite smooth, although it does feel a bit thin in certain places. And one thing I'm not so fond of is there's this weird sort of bittery undertone that usually I wouldn't mind in certain ales, but here it just doesn't feel like it fits with the rest of the flavour, which feels like quite light and crisp. and then that sort of bitterness comes in, and I don't feel it really complements the rest of it quite so well. God, it's frustrating because this is generally a competently brewed beer, and it's a nice, smooth drinking experience. I just feel that there's certain aspects of the flavour that don't necessarily mix well with each other. So it's hard to rate it because, I mean, it is above average. It's definitely above a 5. That's for damn sure. I'm going to give it a 6.5. But it's a respectable 6.5, just that I think that the texture is quite thin and the flavour isn't exactly balanced and has flavours that don't mix together exactly well enough that I would expect for like a simple golden ale like this. But then again, I have had golden ales that have tasted like cow urine, so like, it's considering like some of the competition this drink has, that's, probably not saying much, but still, you could definitely do a lot of worse than this. And I mean, the thing is, while a 6.5 isn't, an extraordinary rating, it's just a bit above average. At the end of the day, I mean, it's still a good rating, and this is still a good beer that is a pleasant drinking experience. I'm just saying, don't expect anything spectacular with it. But drink it for yourself, see what you think. Maybe you might disagree with me, I don't know. But that's just my thoughts on it. I'll say 6.5 out of 10. And this was £1.80 from Waitrose. So if you want to check it out there. But I don't know. I don't really know what else to say because it's a frustrating drink that I was kind of hoping to enjoy a little bit more. But at the same time, I can't really complain too much because while there are certain aspects that keep it from being a truly great golden ale, it's not necessarily a bad one either, and there's no particular parts of it that are particularly offensive. So I will just take it as it is. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, let me know in the comments section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to all my social medias and other YouTube channels in the video description down below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye-bye for now, and cheers.